I first stood in this chamber almost 15 years ago and admitted to being young and idealistic. I said that I hoped that when I left this place I would be old and idealistic. Well, what I wasn't to know was that during my period in this parliament I'd witnessed more leadership change, more instability, more division and chaos than at any other time in this parliament's history. There is no job that's more rewarding, more interesting and stimulating than serving our community as a member of parliament. So I would urge any woman with an interest to do it, because you will never regret it, just as I do not regret a single day that I've spent here. The actual truth of my decision is that I felt that I could leave because we have been so successful in electing talented women on our side. There is no shortage of remarkable Labor women who will fly the flag, achieve amazing things and prove to all that a woman's place is in the parliament. And there are more on their way. This doesn't just happen organically, though. No boys' club has ever voluntarily dismantled.
When I spoke for the first time in this chamber, I said, I admire anyone who takes up the challenge of politics and who honestly tries to improve the lives of his or her people, no matter what political lights they follow. In the end, it's about improving people's lives, and at its best, politics is about building a better community and a better nation. But, Speaker, politics is a contest of ideas, and there is a reason why I am Labor. I got a quirky but quality public education and became the first woman in my family to go to university. I got to go to university thanks to the Labor government, the Whitlam Labor government, who ensured my tertiary education was free. And thanks to Gough, and with the support of friends and family, and my mother's determination and tenacity, my sisters and I broke free of that cycle of disadvantage. We are living proof of the transformative powers of education.
Over 23 years in this place, I have, it's true, quietly or not so quietly, sobbed as good friends have said their farewells. When I first came into the parliament, there were only 4 Labor women in the House. 4. Can you imagine? No. Now we're on the cusp of 50-50 representation, and so much stronger for it. Quotas work. And please, please let us not go back to the false dichotomy between practical and symbolic change in Indigenous affairs. A good education is vital, so is healthcare, housing, employment. But so is pride in yourself, power over your own life, a sense of belonging and respect. And that's what the Voice to Parliament is all about. Our first Australians being heard, being included, being respected.
Now, Labor politicians have a great objective. It's the light on the hill. And I'm both proud and grateful to say that that light always shone in my home. A political career, I think, is worthless if it's not grounded in the lives of the people that you represent. The people who get up in the morning, go to work, go home, cook the tea, put the kids to bed, get up and do it again the next day, and never expect anything other than a fair day's pay for a fair day's work. People who understand we're all connected to each other and we have to reach out and look after those who are vulnerable and left behind. That we will never prosper as a country unless we value the contributions of everyone in our community and in our workforce. The cleaners, the office workers, just as we value the work of the policy strategists, the entrepreneurs. We can only prosper as a country. We can only prosper as a country if we're all in this together. And we don't think that wealth is created just by a brilliant few.